Hey, what's up y'all? So this video is all about creating the perfect regimen for your specific hair type. So y'all know in order to promote growth and retain length, you have to reduce breakage. When you reduce breakage over the course of months and years, you'll then be able to see a noticeable difference in your hair's length and overall health. So you really have to focus on reducing damage and breakage on a daily basis in your daily routine. Most of us have hair care regimens that aren't designed to deliver health or good looks beyond the moment. We care for our hair the best we know how and then just hope that we'll stumble upon some magical stylist or product that'll grow our hair crazy long. We actually have to do the work and separate our good hair practices from the bad ones. We need to stop trying any and everything and actually get a foundation, get information, and get a plan. As we begin to explore the idea of actively managing our hair for health and vitality, we have to first look at our current hair practices. Are they actually hurting or supporting our hair goals? In general, black hair care regimens can be classified in three broad categories: recessive maintenance regimens, basic maintenance regimens, and healthy hair care regimens. In recessive maintenance regimens, the rate of hair damage surpasses the hair's progress. So basically, you're damaging your hair to the point where you're not retaining length and you can't see the growth. Recessive maintenance regimens typically involve poor product selection and incorrect product use, extended periods of time between hair cleansings, no moisture sources or excessive use of protein products, daily heat use, rough handling of the hair, color abuse, excessive relaxing less than 6 to 8 weeks between applications, improper neutralizing of relaxer chemicals, weave and extension abuse, and excessive trimming due to damage. Basic maintenance routines are regimens in which the rate of damage is equal to the rate of the hair's progress. Basic maintenance regimens are similar to recessive maintenance regimens in both philosophy and practice. Many regimens start off as basic maintenance routines and kind of transition to recessive maintenance routines due to a lack of care, lack of knowledge, and not intervening before it gets worse. The single difference between basic maintenance regimens and recessive maintenance regimens is the fact that the hair is being taken care of just at the point before it starts to falter. So hallmarks of a basic maintenance regimen include hit or miss product selection and often incorrect product use, very few moisture sources or greases and oils substituting for moisturizers, infrequent hair cleansing and conditioning, protein sources used in excess, direct heat used for daily styling or more than once per week, high maintenance styling with no protection of the hair shaft or ends, moderate relaxer use every 8 to 10 weeks, hair coloring abuse, and infrequent hair trimming or abundant hair trimming that is not in sync with the hair's growth rate. Basic hair care regimens are actually the average when it comes to hair care regimens. These are the very regimens that keep women at the shoulder length growth plateau for years and years. In every healthy hair care regimen, the rate of growth surpasses the rate of damage. So the hair that is grown from the scalp is retained at the ends. This type of regimen is the gold standard where your hair simply thrives. Healthy hair care regimens promote one or more of the following: carefully planned and strategic product selection, optimal moisture levels maintained within the strands, moisture sources balanced with adequate protein sources, protection of hair shaft and ends from heat and physical damage, low manipulation hairstyling, natural hair with no chemical processes or chemicals administered no more than every 10 to 12 weeks, and last, diet and body maintained at peak levels. Healthy hair care regimens ensure that hair emergence and hair retention both complement each other over a long period of time by reducing the hair's exposure to outside damage. I know a lot of y'all probably don't want to hear this, but trial and error is pretty much the only method to follow when forming your regimen. Now, some people may luck up and get a good recommendation from a friend with a similar hair type and it actually works for you, but it's not likely for most of us. And just remember, don't get frustrated. It takes time to develop the best regimen for your unique hair type. Properly cleansing your hair of dirt and old product is pivotal to your hair's health. If you use a lot of product, a lot of gels, a lot of drying products, you should definitely wash your hair more often. And of course, if you like wearing wash and goes, you'll likely wash your hair more often than the average natural. If your hair tangles a lot and knots and mats and you find yourself losing a lot of hair when you wash, definitely try to space out your washes more. If your hair is super kinky and tangles easily, definitely consider wearing your hair in braids when you wash it, loose braids. And I know some of y'all are thinking your hair won't get clean, but it definitely will. In the beginning, I washed my hair this way because I felt like it would tangle too much, but I discovered my hair type wasn't that tangly, it wasn't that kinky, so I didn't need to do that. So if you're having a really hard time washing your hair and it's kinkier and really curly, try washing it in 4 loose braids. Next, you must decide the best method to detangle your hair. There are many different ways to do so just try different ones out until you find what works for you. I know this can be the most frustrating part of having curly or kinky hair, so definitely take your time and don't get frustrated. You will find the best method for you. You can actually detangle with just water and oil. This works for a small percentage of naturals. Just make sure you do so in small sections and be patient because your hair is kinky and tangly and matty and you don't want to cause any more problems or any more tangles by rushing or any more breakage. Some women also like to detangle on dry hair. I don't recommend doing this if you have really kinky or curly hair, but this is definitely a method that works well for women with finer or looser textures. If your hair is kinky, you should try out finger detangling. I've heard some great things from a lot of natural women who have kinkier textures who finger detangle, and some women actually combine finger detangling with the water and oil method. And the most popular way to detangle is with tons of conditioner in your hair, or with conditioner in your hair under running water, which is what I do. I find this the best method, and I found that this works for many naturals. Now, if you don't properly detangle your hair and take your time and be patient, you can cause so much damage and breakage just from doing this one thing. This one part of your routine can really set you back. Next, decide how you'll moisturize. One way is to use oil only after washing to lock in the water. This isn't a very popular way, but it does work for some naturals. Your next option is to use a water-based leave-in conditioner and seal with an oil or butter. If your hair is really fine, you should definitely go light on the oil so your hair isn't weighed down. Your next option is to use a cream moisturizer and seal the moisture in with an oil or butter. This works for a lot of women with kinkier textures. And last, my personal favorite method is the LOC or LCO method. You use a liquid, oil, then a cream, or a liquid cream then an oil. I find this to be the most effective and works well for kinky textures. You should moisturize right after you wash your hair and each day. Even if you're only spritzing your hair with a light moisturizer and using a little product or oil. After you go outside, the moisture in your hair is sucked out of your hair, and you should replenish it before going to bed, or else it'll be dry for another 6 to 8 hours, or 10 if you sleep a long time. So this increases your chance of breakage. If your hair is fine, you should choose a liquid moisturizer so your hair isn't weighed down by products. And once again, you'll only know what works for you through trial and error. Next, decide when you'll deep condition. I really like to do it every time I wash my hair, which is once per week. It's best to wash your hair first so the conditioner you use can really penetrate the hair without the other products and oil that's already in your hair. You don't want it to block it. You can apply moisturizing conditioner and let it sit for 10 to 30 minutes on your hair. They say it takes at least 15 minutes for the conditioner to reach the core of the hair. You can also apply moisturizing conditioner with a plastic cap or plastic bag over your head like me. This provides natural warmth or heat, which opens up the hair cuticle and allows more of the product to be absorbed. And another way to deep condition is with a plastic cap or bag and actually apply heat with a hooded dryer or a blow dryer. You can also deep condition overnight. A lot of experts say that you shouldn't exceed 30 minutes because after that point, your hair's already absorbed the maximum amount of moisture and conditioner. But I like to deep condition overnight. I found that it leaves my hair super soft and it definitely reduces my breakage. I hope this video helps you out and definitely give you a starting point and a basic foundation to create your plan. And remember, it's all through trial and error. Look at the things you've done that hasn't worked and scratch those and try new techniques. And when you find something, stick with it and continue to build upon that. And I know you guys are wondering about products and product selection. That's gonna have to be a whole nother video because there's so much detail that I have to go in. So yeah, check back for that. That'll actually be my next video. And in the upcoming videos, I'm gonna have to go into more details about other topics. I'll tackle protein and moisture balancing techniques for breakage correction, low manipulation hair handling, and total body wellness for healthy hair. Make sure you share this video with a friend or someone who needs help building their regimen. I know it can be really difficult, but having the basics will definitely help you form the best regimen for your unique hair type. I appreciate the love, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace, love, and light.